Owners showing instructions must be in writing. This should be a no-brainer for us. We are contract people. Any changes or any requests our seller makes should be in writing. This is covered under MLS Rules and Procedures Section 404.5. And what this says is any instruction from a property owner that restricts showings must be formally documented, and that documentation must be accessible when needed. So this is a compliance rule, and it's essential because showing restrictions directly impact access, also cooperation, and the accuracy of MLS information. So let's talk about this a little bit. Showing restrictions must always be in writing and signed by the property owner. This ensures that all limitations placed in the showing access are properly authorized and clearly documented. Instead of a handwritten or printed document, a seller may also provide instructions through a verifiable electronic communication. We are familiar with e-signs. Somewhere we have that platform. This can include email or communication that can be authenticated as coming from the owner as well. So in this documentation section, we'll just kind of point out some 4 key documentation requirements here. First of all, showing restrictions must be accurately described in the MLS listing showing instruction field, so that not just on a piece of paper, it has to be on the listing as well. This is going to ensure that any cooperating broker knows exactly what to expect before requesting access to that property. Second, of course, we know this, a copy of the original written instructions should be kept on file with the listing broker. That way, if it's requested, that document is requested, it's readily available if it's ever needed. Third, showing instructions must be accessible to anyone responding to showing requests. This ensures seamless communication and avoids confusion during the scheduling process. And then finally, the listing broker must provide a copy of the owner's instructions immediately upon request by any cooperating broker. This helps maintain this trust and cooperation within the MLS community, within your buyers, agencies, and things like that. So if you do find yourself in violation, you've gotten a violation notice, here's how we can correct it. You can start by reviewing the showing instructions in the actual listing that you have. Take a look at those restrictions, limitations, special requirements that are currently listed, and then confirm whether or not we have documentation that supports those changes or those special requests, limitations, restrictions. And that should be signed by the owner, of course. If the documentation's missing, of course, reach out to the owner immediately, secure the required written confirmation, and then let's go ahead and update our showing instructions field in the MLS to accurately reflect the owner's verified written instructions. Clear and accurate information will help prevent future violations. Okay. Once everything's updated, you can send a copy of the owner's instructions to compliance@OneKeyMLS.com. Providing that documentation will help MLS staff verify that that listing is now compliant. So again, this rule is outlined in MLS Rules and Procedures Section 404.5. Head over to our knowledge base. In that search bar there, type in MLS Rules and Procedures. You will find all of our rules and procedures. Showing instructions must always be properly documented. They must also be available to any cooperating broker or MLS staff upon request. So just to kind of wrap things up here, some best practices for maintaining compliance. Make sure your sellers understand the importance of providing written showing instructions. Make sure they understand that there are clear expectations here that we set to help avoid delays and any compliance issues that may pop up later. Train your team, train your partners, train your coworkers. Ensure that all agents and staff are trained on these compliance requirements. And this also includes knowing when and how to collect written showing instructions from property owners. If you have to, maintain organized digital or physical filing systems. That way, your showing instructions can be retrieved whenever they're needed, whether it's from another cooperating broker or from our compliance staff. Quick access to these documents, they really protect your listing, they protect you, they protect your clients, and it helps you maintain those professional, healthy relationships in the marketplace.